Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a topic for you as writers. It's all
Mhm.
about wellness, and it really matters. Welcome to our Friday Life podcast with me, Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, author of the best-selling book, Nun Better. Joanie, we have one of my favorite topics today, and it is wellness. It was your idea. So I really want to thank you for reminding me to remind all the writers out there how very important it is to make wellness a top priority. So thanks,
Yes.
Joanie.
Yes. Well, and I don't know if I consider it my topic. I think that you and I incorporate this in many of our collaborations and many of the things we do. And so that's where it's coming from. And I hope that whatever we do have today, hi, everybody, that we can share something from our heart and our brain and our experiences that will help you to even be more well and to keep encouraging other people to be well.
Yes, and it's all about mind, body, and spirit wellness. And today, the computer was being super slow, and this started 2 minutes late. So rather than get all agitated and upset, because I practiced so many things to maintain my peace, I just rolled with it and waited for the computer to cooperate. So that's really important. Mind, body,
Yes.
spirit wellness for writers, for all of you out there trying to write a book. It's really important to cultivate peace in your mind, connection with your spirit, and strength and stamina and excellent health in your body. So, Joni and I are going to talk about these things right now. See, look. So listen, if you follow the planets, the planet Mercury has been retrograde and it rules communication, and it went direct yesterday, but in the meantime, there's still technological havoc, and that was some of it. So let's blame Mercury. But
Well, and
anyway,
I liked how you talked about, you said you were having this computer issue with the beach ball, and I didn't quite understand what that beach ball was. And I figure it's something going round and round and round that wasn't opening on your computer. And I'm
right.
thinking, well, I could just see this beautiful beach ball flying through the air, and we were just hitting it up in the air and just enjoying the sunshine and having a fun time. So I'm thinking, beach ball's good with me. But I guess it comes back to that attitude, doesn't it? You
It
know?
You are the best, Joni. I love your spin on things. So on Macintosh computers, when the computer is processing something and you can't do anything, there's literally a beach ball that spins on your screen. And
Mhm.
so when I say beach ball in computer language for Macs, it means it's doing something.
Right,
So
right,
you're so
right.
fun. But yeah, it is a
Okay.
fun image.
Well, and speaking of fun, I can't believe this because I didn't know what topic we were going to do today. And I was in my prayer corner and I picked up my two hearts and I brought them to my kitchen table where I'm sitting now. And I love these little things because they're gushy. And so I'm going to show you I have two of them to show. These are my props today and they fit so good. Can you see that?
Oh, it says you are amazing. I love that,
You are
Joni.
amazing. And it's this purple, squishy heart. And so when you
Oh,
feel it's like it is like a throbbing, living
oh,
heart. And isn't
wow.
that what we all are? We are
Yeah.
throbbing, living beings. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that was the one. And then I
Okay.
have the other one that goes with it, and it is
Be calm, be quiet, be kind.
yes, and it's another purple heart, a throbby, bushy heart.
Oh,
And sometimes, when I can get rattled a whole lot, but when I do, it's like this is the one I go and I just hold it. I just hold it and squeeze it and be calm, be quiet, and be kind. And it comes back to two words that I grew up with, and I hope everybody can use them a lot today and with meaning. Say thank you and say please. And Elizabeth,
yes.
yes, I want to thank you. Every week you do these podcasts. I mean, every week you spend 30 minutes with me and with the people that are watching, and hopefully it's circling around the world. And whether this goes to two people or 20,000 people, it's the same message. We just want to keep spreading kindness, be thankful, say, please, oh, look what you have. Please,
So
what's
on my
that?
desk, I have crystal hearts. This one is Soda Light, which boosts confidence and creativity for
Can you
writers.
throw that closer?
Soda
Oh
Light.
my gollies, look at
I
that.
actually have two and I hold them in my palm just like you do. And they're
Wow.
grounding because they're rocks. And then I also have rose quartz, which is the stone of peace and love. And I have a whole bunch of these here and I hold them. Like I hold them like that and they ground me. And they plus they're smooth and pretty and they just make me feel happy. So wellness, you need to have little itty bitty stress relievers around you within reach at any moment. And I have every color you can imagine of crystals and I love them so much and my flowers and having an environment that calms you down and keeps you inspired is really important. Like Joni has her prayer corner and I have places in my house and yard where I find my peace. So let's just launch it there, Joni, that wellness starts with staying calm and peaceful because if we're stressed, it literally makes people sick. Headache, stomach
Yes.
ache, stroke, heart attack, cancer, all the terrible things, eczema outbreaks, you name it. It's all related to stress. And so staying calm. And guess what? When you're stressed, you can't write. You cannot be in your genius zone when your brain is in chaos. So, in order to be your most creative genius, you need to have your mind clear of anxieties. And yes, sometimes things do happen in life, but having the tools readily available to push an emotional reset is really, really important. So, let me
Mhm,
share a few
mhm.
that I do. And Joni, if you can share a few that you do, but I do yoga. I do a quick regimen. It's like 10 minutes. And then I clear my energy, what's called chakras. I clear my chakras. I pray and I meditate. I also eat foods that I know that are going to keep my body calm because you are what you eat. And if you eat a lot of processed, manufactured, chemically fake foods, it's going to affect mental health, chemistry in a way that's not good for your mood. Also, lots of sugar spikes can also cause mood fluctuations and energy fluctuations. But the things I do every day is to stay calm, journaling. Journaling is one of the top things. If I'm stressed, I purge it out in words on the screen, on my laptop, or in a notebook. And I literally, it's like throwing up something that's upsetting your stomach. You vomit up the words, the emotions, and then it's out of you and you're calm. So, Joni, what are some of the things you do to stay peaceful?
Oh my gollies. Well, first off, I got to back up to what you just said.
Okay.
I love it because I know that avocados are one of your favorite things. And so it's
Yes.
like your daily avocado is like, I just think that's superb. Think that's superb,
Thanks.
and as I said the other day, an avocado every day takes the doctors at bay instead of an
Yes,
apple
yes.
every day. It's an avocado every day for Elizabeth, I just think, and I love avocados too.
Hmm.
But yes, I think that food is super, super important. And for me, it's the portions. I have to watch the portions because sometimes I just get so like, oh, that tastes so good. And I just want to eat more of it, and it's
Hmm.
like, gee, down. There's you eat food. It's okay. Don't worry about it,
Uh-huh.
but it's like it tastes so good. And so that's one of my things. But in terms of I love what you had to say that you I think you used the word purge, Elizabeth. So when you journal, you're just letting everything out, you're releasing everything. And um I guess my best way for doing that is physical. So I love to do something physical. You mentioned yoga. I'm a big walker. I love to walk. I love to get out in the garden and play in the dirt and trim the bushes and mow the lawn or whatever, whatever. So that's a cool thing for me is to get out there to do that. And of course, it's to me the fresh air. It's Mother Nature. It's all those kind of things that just sort of put things in perspective. And I can just honestly just look at a flower petal or watch a worm or watch a tree leaf fall and it just invigorates me, but at the same time quiets and calms me. So those are
Hmm.
two of my big things. And music. Oh my, I love music. I love
Hmm.
all kinds of music, all
Uh-huh.
kinds of music. So
Yes,
um
yes. I
can
love
I
it.
tell you a recent story?
Yeah.
Okay, I was in Ashland, Oregon. Had a great time, everybody, and hats off and kudos to everybody I got to hang out with in Ashland. And one of the persons I met was Jamie. And Jamie, I hope you're listening to this. I met Jamie as I was walking the streets of Ashland, and you know me, I'm just a little bit overly friendly, I guess. And so, anyways, he and I ended up having a talk on a bench in the Ashland Lithia Park. And he said he was also writing a book and an author. And so he goes, but oh my gosh, for the last couple weeks, maybe even a month, I have been stuck. I have been stuck. And so we sat there and he goes, did you ever get stuck? I said, just one time when I wrote Nun Better. And my great coach, Elizabeth Atkins from Two Sisters Writing, said, Joanie, and you know me so well, Elizabeth, Joanie, go sit in your prayer corner, just be quiet and calm. And so I told him that story, and I know you're laughing and giggling because it sounds so simple, and you have such wisdom, Elizabeth, such wisdom.
Thank you.
And so you're welcome, you're welcome. And so I told him that, and we talked about that. And so after about 10 or 15 minutes, he goes, I think I'm unstuck. I think it was all you. I was supposed to meet you today to have you get me unstuck. And I'm going,
Wow.
I think that's sort of like the way God and the universe works, that certain things come into our life every day, and we can look at them as burdens or we can look at them as graces. And I think
Love it.
that hopefully I was able to help get him unstuck. And Jamie, I hope you are firing it up out there and continuing on with what you need to do,
Go,
and
Jamie. Go,
yeah,
Jamie.
yeah. And what a simple story, but it goes back to being calm and being quiet. I think of my beautiful sister Gail and how she loves to have her afternoon quiet time. I look at my sister Terry and her husband Billy, and they love to ski. They are like totally active people. That's their release, and once you can find that release of what to do and how to do it for you, and here I am talking to everybody here, find that release. And you don't have to have just one way. You might have two, three, four, five, six. I mean, look at Elizabeth. She mentioned a whole bunch: eating, yoga, journaling, her chakras, meditating, praying, you know, and I know she loves to dance, and I love, just find those things and incorporate them into your life. And if you can incorporate them every day, I think that's what you do, Elizabeth.
Yeah,
You're in a
absolutely.
pretty cool routine, aren't you? Tell
Hmm.
us about
Yeah.
your routine, how you do that.
Oh, thanks, Joni. It's really important. I wanted to divide everything into mind, body, spirit, but they're all integrated, so it's all good.
Oh,
My
sorry about that.
routine, no, 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 it just went there. It's all good.
Okay,
It's great
okay.
because they're all connected. But I make sure I get,
Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, did you just hear what she said? It's all good. Get away from saying, don't worry about that. Turn it into a positive. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, now you're on, Elizabeth.
you totally read my mind because, Joni, language is about wellness as well. Here's an example. I was just thinking about that this morning. It's so wild, but listen to how you talk, and not you. You're the most upbeat person I've ever met. But when you say,
Thank you.
"Hey, how you doing?" and somebody says, "I can't complain." Why would you even say the word complain? Why don't you say I'm good or I'm doing better or something? Don't say that. And when somebody says, "No worries," why do you say the word worry or no problem? Why do you say the word problem? Just say that's why I started saying it's all good. If
Mhm,
somebody
mhm.
bumps into me in the store, I'm sorry. Oh, it's all good. Put the word good out there. It's energy. It makes you feel better. It makes them feel better. And the more of us who feel better in this crazy world, the better we can all be.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. That's awesome. Language is an integral part of our wellness. So, my routine is to make sure I get really good sleep, and I have a routine that helps me fall asleep, which is journaling, reading the New York Times in the soft light of my Himalayan salt lamp, which is very soft and peachy. Then, in the morning, I have my coffee and avocado, and I like my silent. Like Gail has her afternoon quiet time. I have mine in the morning, and I
Me
journal
too.
and I write whatever's creative thing is coming. I use that time for myself, and I fiercely protect it. And then, my routine is work for hours and hours, don't eat lunch probably till about 12, 1 or 2. And then I eat lunch and then I usually do yoga. And then I work, 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 work. And then early evening, meet with my fitness trainer and go to the gym and lift weights 3 times a week with my trainer and our team. Yes, yes. And that I consider it recess. You have to find an activity that you
Yeah,
love that's really fun. Like I have a friend, she roller skates. I mean, you have to do something you really enjoy. And I love
yeah.
the gym with my trainer and our crew. We laugh. It's hard. It hurts. We're grunting, sweating, whatever, but we love it. And the physical stamina that results enables my brain to be on maximum capacity when I'm here at my desk. So then I literally think it's like recess when I leave my desk and go to the gym and then I come back and work for a few more hours before bed. That's not every day, but that's my typical weekday. And it works for me. It's awesome. I love it. And
That,
I stay
that
hydrated, drink lots of water, and I don't do sugar. And that's for me. Everybody should find their own wellness points and know what's best for your own potential health conditions and don't do anything to exacerbate them.
Excellent. Excellent. Wow. What a life. What a life. And I
Yeah.
know that sometimes Elizabeth may talk a lot about her. Or I talk a lot about me as we're trying to explain things to people as you're listening. And it's not about me and it's not about Elizabeth. We're hoping to give you some ideas and some suggestions of what you can do to become more happier. And I
Right.
think that was one thing that we always focused on was, hey, be happy. Be
Yeah.
happy. And
Yeah.
and again, there's going to be the down times, and it doesn't mean you're happy all the time, but find your rhythm, and you can do it. I know that you don't have any little kids flying around the house, and I don't have any little kids flying around the house, but oh my gosh, it is so fun to see little kids and moms and dads and two moms and two dads and grandparents and everybody hanging out with the joyful kids who really are stress reducers as well as stress makers. I know that
Yes.
one for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's a joy too. So if you're out there and you're going, oh my gosh, I want my time with my grandkids, or I want to do something fun with the kids, let them rip, let it happen, because it'll help you bring joy and peace too. And I know
Yeah.
you raised beautiful Alexander, and
Thank
so
you.
lo and behold, when he was a little tyke, little one, you probably did all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And pets do the same. Pets are a
Yes.
tremendous stress reliever because they're so happy in the moment. If you just watch them, they're like, they're not worried about yesterday or tomorrow. They're right here. They want to play.
Right, right. So true. So
Yeah,
true. I've
yeah.
always thought about changing, a congregation of sisters of nuns and make it the sisters of play, not pray.
Oh, fun. I
Yeah,
love
Carol and I
that.
used to laugh about
I
that.
love
So,
that.
but it's important to play. It's really
Yeah,
important to play.
yeah. Yes, it absolutely is. So here's another point about wellness for writers that's more specific to the mechanics of writing. I know when we were editing, when I was editing Joyously Free, over the past month or so. Yes, the next book available for pre-order at twosisterswriting.com and coming out June 1st. It's going to be amazing.
Woohoo.
I was getting eye strain. My hands were hurting from keyboard strokes and typing, and I had to take breaks. I had to rest my eyes and I had to rest my hands and arms because carpal tunnel syndrome is a thing that writers can get from repetitive hand motions and finger, typing and then eye strain from staring at the screens for so long, for days and weeks on end. So make sure you take breaks. Even when I'm just in my regular routine, I will get up. Instead of going to the bathroom on this floor, I'll go upstairs and just so I climb the stairs and get my body moving. Or I'll go do some laundry in the basement, or I'll go take the trash out, something just to get moving and rest my eyes and my body. So just be cognizant of that. And it's not healthy to sit for hours and hours. Get up, do some jumping jacks, you know.
Seriously, seriously.
Yeah, and then there's this stereotype of writers chugging coffee or whiskey even and smoking a cigarette and just sitting there their eyes are all blurry and they're not getting any sleep. So I don't I don't endorse that stereotype, that unhealthy stereotype for writers that you're not sleeping, you're putting all these toxins in your body. Instead, wellness, when you feel super healthy, you can be a writing machine and it's phenomenal. Your brain is
Hmm.
empowered, your body's empowered. And let's talk about spiritual connectivity, Joanie, as a
Okay.
writer. So in other shows we've talked about how we're vessels, we're channels for spiritual messages that we're put on earth to filter and express. And oftentimes when you're writing, it feels like a supernatural experience because you don't really remember. It just channels through you. But how do you reach that point? You connect with spirit, and you can connect with spirit through nature, meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practices that enable you to clear the chaos of the thinking mind and connect with spirit, which then communicates with you. It's magical and it's real. You agree, Joanie?
Hmm. Oh, absolutely. Totally, totally, totally. You can read in my Nun Better book all the miracles and all the great things that happen spiritually. That's what I've written about. And just living life is just one big spiritual thing. I always think that heaven is on earth, and people talk about a thin veil. Well, for me, there's no veil. Just like there's no boxes in life, there is no veil. You know? So
Oh, that's funny.
and that's, I guess
But
that's
for the
just the
rest
way
of
I
regular,
am.
I know that's so awesome. Joni has a hotline. It's so cool. But for
Yeah.
the rest of the humanity, there is a veil separating the physical world and the divine dimensions, the spiritual realm. But in this age of Aquarius, in this world of ever evolving spiritual empowerment, the veil is thinner than ever. So that makes it easier than ever to connect. All you have to do
Hmm.
is be conscious and learn how to meditate, get quiet, and listen. And you can
Hmm.
have two-way communication, just like you can pick up your phone that's wireless and connect with anybody anywhere or information. The same works with your spiritual connection. You just have to
Yes.
believe it and then practice it. Like you have to tap in with your own personal password into that divine Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, totally, 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 totally. Yeah. And what I like even better about talking to my God, Jesus and spirit is I don't have to pick up that darn phone. My voice can either say something out loud, which I do. I talk out loud. Yes, I talk out loud to my in my house. And then there are times where I just know that the higher power is knowing what's going on the inside and listening and just right there with me 24/7. I think that's
Yes.
the bottom line. And it gives such comfort and gives
Mhm.
such a great wellness feeling, that I am loved forever, and it doesn't have to be a human being right here smothering me with kisses, but that I'm loved. I'm loved in
Mhm.
a bigger, bigger, bigger sense. And right
Yes.
now, all of you, you are so loved too. It's bigger and bolder and brighter, as Elizabeth would say, than you can even imagine. So
Yes,
I,
yes.
I hope that that's where your life is. And if it's not, then maybe you can find it. And maybe somebody will trigger that, or that all happens. But I just believe it does happen.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So inspiring. So one more
Yeah.
thing about wellness is your diet, not just food, but what you take in with
Oh,
your
oh,
eyes and ears. And so
yes.
that can include people, media, music. If you fill your head with all kinds of negativity, through gossip and social media overload and too much news that, know what's going on, be aware, but don't
Yes.
immerse in it. Because that energy will suck away your mental capacity to focus and be creative. It's really a downer, and you want to keep
Mhm.
your energy and your vibe super high and when you're in to stay in your writing zone. So just be conscious, and that can also include
Right.
negative people. There's a
Yeah.
chapter in Joyously Free that says ignore the naysayers.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
there's going
Oh,
to
I
be
love that chapter.
if you're writing a book, there will be people who are going to say, well, who do you think you are? You're not a writer. Nobody wants to read, but blah, blah, blah. Don't tell them. If they react that way, just don't talk about it anymore. Just send them a copy of your autographed book when it's published or invite them to the party. So know who your frenemies are, know who your enemies are. And sadly, oftentimes they're people that can be close to you in your life that are just
Yeah.
jealous or think they have your best interest in mind, but just do your thing. A book is a calling. It's like Joni said, it's bigger than you, me. It's about the message that you're divinely guided to bring to the world that could help and even save lives. So,
Absolutely.
so know,
Absolutely.
yeah, know that
You know
power.
that the Nate that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just protect that
Yes.
so you actually get it done and don't listen to naysayers who might squash your dream.
Right. Yeah. I'm very visual. So when you say naysayers and we wrote that chapter, I have to describe this scene that goes through my mind. I don't know if you've ever been crabbing off of a dock or off of a boat for a really nice, big, beautiful Dungeness crab. Well, anyway, sometimes you put these crab in a bucket and you'll see one crab trying to crawl its way out of the bucket. And you see the other crabs that are in the bucket just pulling that crab down. Like, don't get that bucket. Don't stay with us. Stay with us. And so when I think of naysayers, I think about that. There are naysayers that just want to keep pulling you down, holding you down, and just like what you just described, they come from anywhere and they just want to squash you. They want to keep you down. And all I can say out there to everybody is joyously free, live your truth, get out of that bucket if you need to get out of the bucket. Don't let people pull you down. Hang with people that are going to push you up and lift you up and have a hand to help you up. And I think that's what you and Two Sisters have done for me, Elizabeth, you and Catherine and your team. You've lifted me up. You've helped me become a better writer, a better listener, a better everything. And that's all around wellness. It's all around
Mm,
wellness. So I want to say
wow.
thank you to you, and thank you to everybody plugging in every week or whenever you do. Forward this on. Just I hope it helps, and your stories too.
Yay. Thank you, Joni.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yay. I think that's awesome. That's such
Yep.
a great way to end this because you do need your cheerleaders, people who are going to be positive influences on you in every way regarding wellness. Your friend who says, hey, let's go take a walk or let's go work out together, or let's go out dancing. Your friend who says, you shouldn't order that burger and fries. How about the grilled chicken salad? That would be annoying if someone said that to you when you wanted a burger, but whatever. People who are a positive influence who are like, hey, go write your book instead of going to happy hour and getting plastered tonight. People who are encouraging your bigger goal.
Mhm,
You need people
mhm.
like that around you. Like, hey, how can I help? Joni had a whole team of people around her helping promote the book, helping her with technology. So just make sure that you protect your wellness by having people around you who lift you up instead of anything else. So,
Yes, you got it. You got
yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Yep, yep, yep. No
Anything
wonder
else?
you're an Olympic lifter. That's what you do. You do that in the weight room, and you do it on your Two Sisters, and you do it as a friend and a publisher. You just keep lifting up. You can show off your biceps and your triceps.
That's fun. That's fun. I do it because I love it. I love it and it makes me feel good and it helps me perform with maximum uh optimization. So
Yeah,
all you writers out there, thank you for joining us because Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and Joanie Lindenmeyer, author of None Better and soon to come Joyously Free. And after that, Healing Religious Hurts, both of which are available for pre-order at twosisterswriting.com. You can also see where we're both going to be promoting the books starting June 1st. Joanie has a zillion things, and we'll both be at Motor City Pride. So we're super excited about that. And
yes,
we want to
yes.
hear from you. You can contact Joanie on Facebook at Joanie Lindenmeyer and also TikTok. And you can also contact me at twosisterswriting.com. And we also want to hear your comments. Please give this video a thumbs up to like it. Please also share it with any aspiring writers out there and subscribe to the channel so that you get notified every time we go live. Anything final words, Joanie?
Two thoughts going through my head as you're talking. We are 36 days out from Joyously Free. 36 days out. That is like,
Yay!
oh, think about that one, everybody. Oh, 36 days. And then the other one I'm going to recommend as part of a wellness, have a good laugh today. Whatever it is. I don't care if that means you drop your fork on purpose or I don't know what it may mean. Laugh. Have a really good belly laugh because I think that's part of our beautiful life. So I want to
Yes.
thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, everybody, for checking in with us. And happy Friday.
Yes. Thank you, Joanie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And
You're welcome. You're welcome.
happy Friday to all of you, and most especially happy reading and happy writing. We'll see you next
You bet.
week.